One murder, 4 suspects. Welcome to Motive. Good evening. I'm Simon Stanley and I'll be overseeing tonight's investigation. Each week we'll be meeting a budding new detective who'll be trying to ascend through our ranks. In addition to solving the murder case, they'll each win £5,000. There'll be clues to look for and suspects to question. But which suspect has the strongest motive? Please join me in welcoming this evening's new detective. It's Karen.
Hi, Simon.
Hi, Karen. How are you? Take a seat.
I'm good, thank you.
So, welcome, Karen.
Thank you.
How are you
Hi.
feeling?
I'm good, thank you very much.
Looking forward to being a detective?
Definitely, very much.
Give us a little bit of insight into Karen.
I'm a teacher. I like problems. I like solving quizzes.
Yep.
I play chess.
Okay, chess. So you've got a tactical mind.
They tell me I do, yeah.
Is it easy to pull the wool over your eyes?
Definitely not.
Are you sure?
Absolutely.
Okay, I think you're going to have your work cut out for you this evening. You looking forward to it?
Yeah.
Good. Well, if you're ready, what I'd like you to do is look up at the screen in front of you and you'll see 3 cases. I'd like you to select one of those cases. Which would be your murder case for this evening?
Number 2, please, Simon.
Case number 2, please. Okay. You're going to be solving, we hope, the case of Toby Jones. Shortly, I'm going to be showing you some footage from that evening, but let me give you a recap. You're going to see Toby Jones. He's gathered some friends and family together to make an important announcement. That announcement could affect each of their futures. Let's see how the evening unfolds.
Bloody brother of yours, anyway?
Firstly, I'd like to raise a glass to Rachel for cooking this delicious meal.
Sorry, mate. You know how it is, yeah? Ah, champagne. Excellent. So, what are we celebrating then, eh?
Firstly, I'd like to propose a toast to Rachel for cooking what I'm sure is going to be a delightful meal for us all this evening. To Rachel.
Rachel.
And secondly, and the reason I've asked you all here this evening, is I have an announcement to make. I've decided to step down as company director. I think the way forward for the company is for somebody younger to be at the helm, somebody with brighter ideas. I'm selling Jones Media. The deal was agreed this morning and signed later this afternoon. There's no going back.
So, what are you planning to do?
Sorry, I've got to take this.
I'm just going to spend the rest of my time relaxing. Now, if you'd all like to join me in the dining room.
That was a truly shocking end to what started out as a pleasant evening.
Yes.
Let me just recap who you met there. We saw Toby Jones. He announced that he was going to be selling Jones Media.
Yeah.
We also saw Richard, Alec, Sarah and Rachel, potentially leaving all of them with nothing for their future, apart from, that is, a motive to murder him. What clues did you pick up there?
Well, the murderer was wearing gloves at the end, and Alec arrives wearing gloves. And
Yep.
So that may be a clue.
Okay.
Where was Rachel? Where was Rachel when he was reading that note?
Yep, good point. Very good point.
That's suspicious.
Yep.
I'm wondering where she was. And Richard, he seems to be behaving really strangely, running in, running out.
Yeah, he flitted in and out, didn't he?
Yeah, I didn't hear the phone ring.
What about Sarah?
She's playing it pretty calm at the moment, I think. I don't know.
Okay, well, it's time to gather some of those clues that you picked up there in that opening scene. And if you're comfortable,
Yeah,
we're going to move through to round one.
thank you.
Let's play round one. Okay, Karen.
Yes?
In round one, I'm going to introduce you to each of the suspects in turn. You'll see a short clip of each of them on the evening in question. Again, I want you to gather as much information from what you see, because that's going to be vital to you making a successful conviction.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Good. How are you feeling?
Okay,
All right, I sense a little bit of tension. Okay, let's see how we get on.
thank you.
The first person we're going to meet is Sarah Collins.
Okay.
Sarah is 40 years old. She's Toby's secret lover. However, she's the girlfriend of Toby's best friend, Alec.
Yes.
On the evening in question, she couldn't sleep, but claims that she stayed in the room whilst he slept. Let's meet Sarah Collins, please.
Toby Jones.
Well, hello, Mr. Jones.
Sarah.
Alec has told me about our invitation to your house next Friday. I'm looking forward to seeing you.
Yes, well, don't get any ideas. It's Alec I want there, not you.
Don't hurt my feelings now. And it's kind of you to accommodate us as well. I don't think I'll be able to sleep knowing you're next door.
You know it's over, right?
That's not what you said last time.
Well, it is now. Don't call here again.
Karen, what do you make of Sarah?
Well, she's quite handy with that knife.
Yeah. You think she's opened a lot of letters from spurned lovers?
Possibly. So it's a pretty nasty way to be dumped, isn't it, over the telephone?
Do you think she's been dumped before?
I think she might be the dumper.
Really? Not the dumpee?
I
What is it
suspect.
they say? Hell hath no fury?
Like a woman scorned.
Strong enough motive, do you think?
Possibly.
What else did you pick up there?
She's calm but angry.
She's very cool, isn't she?
Yeah.
Calculated, perhaps?
Maybe thinking it through.
If you were a mistress, would you behave in that way?
What are you saying, Simon?
Well,
I couldn't possibly say.
well, I'll take that as a no for now, and I'm going to introduce you to the second of the evening's suspects. We're going to meet Rachel Jones.
Okay.
Rachel is 40 years old. She's Toby's wife, and she claims that she was woken from her sleep with the sound of a strange noise from outside her window. Let's meet Rachel Jones, please.
Here, put this on. I'll be here in a minute.
This has got to stop.
Not now, Rachel. Let's just get through tonight.
But after tonight, what then? Moving away won't solve our problems. How can you expect me to come with you if this is all I have to look forward to?
Who said anything about you coming with me?
You bastard!
What do we think of Rachel, Karen?
Well, she's quite angry at the end there, but, you know, he hits her. That's not good.
There's no excuse for that, is there?
No, absolutely not.
Is that a strong enough motive to have a hand in his murder?
Might be a strong enough motive for me.
Perhaps for you, but women do put up with domestic violence.
Yeah.
How do you think Rachel must be feeling?
Yeah, she's pretty hurt, I think. He did say you're not coming with me.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Okay. Keep hold of those clues that you've gathered so far.
Okay.
I'm going to introduce you to the third suspect of the evening.
Right.
We're going to meet Richard Jones. Richard is 38 years old. He's Toby's younger brother. And he was called away from the party prematurely when he had to answer a fire alarm at his offices. Let's meet Richard Jones, please. No,
So, what was that all about?
What was all what about?
Don't give me that. It's my business as well. I was next in line.
Richard, it was never your business.
It's a family business. You know that's how Dad always wanted it.
Well, he's not here now anymore, is he? Richard, you've never worked a day in your life for that company. You don't deserve it.
Well, Karen, tell me about Richard.
Well, he's pretty angry. I mean, that's his livelihood being taken away.
Yeah, he seemed pretty upset, didn't he?
He thought he was going to inherit.
Money. Possibly the root of all evil. What is it they say about greed? It drives us all. Is greed a big enough motive?
Possibly. Yeah, possibly.
Do you think he seemed like a greedy young man?
He seems like an angry young man.
Okay. It's time to meet the fourth and final suspect for the evening. I'm going to introduce you to Alec Spencer. Alec is 44 years old. He's a work colleague of Toby, but he's also Toby's longest friend. On the evening in question, he claims that he had too much to drink and slept through the night. Let's meet Alec Spencer, please.
Wow, that was some announcement.
You'll be all right, you know. You won't be out of a job. They'll see you're all right.
Who are you kidding? We both know that's not true. I know you've been screwing Sarah. Everybody knows. I don't care for that. I don't care for her. But what I do care about is how you screwed me. We've known each other now for how long? And you're just gonna cash in your chips and walk away? Well, I'm sorry. I'm not gonna let that happen.
Well, Karen, that was our final suspect. Alec, what did you make of Alec?
Well, that's confusing, actually. That's confusing.
What's confused you?
Well, he had the gloves early on.
Yep.
And that made me think he might be the murderer.
Okay.
But Toby just promised that he would look after him, so... And he doesn't seem at all upset about Sarah.
He doesn't seem bothered about the Sarah situation, does
No.
he? A callous individual, perhaps?
Yeah, maybe that's it.
Callous enough to stab that knife in?
I'm not sure. Not sure about Alec at all.
How are you feeling about things at the moment?
Bit confused, actually.
Are you?
Yeah.
Okay. I think you've got enough clues. You've tied in Alec perhaps with the gloves. We've talked about Sarah, the fact that she's the mistress, but she feels let down.
Yeah.
Rachel, we know, is a victim of abuse, and Richard potentially has a lot to lose because he could stand to inherit.
Yeah.
If you're comfortable, we're going to move through to round two.
Okay, yes, please.
Let's play round two, please. Okay, Karen. In round two, you're going to meet the suspects.
Okay.
You're going to be given 3 minutes to question them.
Okay.
I would like your questions to be as focused as possible.
Right.
The clues you gather here are going to help you in the final elimination. Are you comfortable?
Yes?
Let's meet the suspects, please. So there we are, Karen, for your benefit and everybody else's. Left to right, we have Rachel, we have Sarah, we have Richard, and we have Alec. Rather rum-looking bunch, aren't they?
Okay.
Can I have 3 minutes on the clock, please? You ready, Karen?
Yes?
Your 3 minutes start now.
Okay, Richard, why did you keep running in and out of the room? And who was on the phone?
There was. I just got a message from an ex-girlfriend. She's always hassling me about various things. That's all. Nothing major.
Really?
Yes.
That was a really important meeting to miss. Okay. Rachel, where were you? Why weren't you in bed with Toby?
Good question.
I suspect I was in one of the spare rooms by then. Didn't feel like sleeping with him after the way he spoke to me.
Yeah, I saw that. He hits you. How do you feel about that?
Made me want to kill him,
Really?
but I didn't. I loved him. I wouldn't kill the man I loved.
Okay. Sarah, do you love Toby?
I love the idea of being with a rich, powerful man. He would have looked after me for the rest of my life if he would have left his wife.
You've got 2 minutes, Karen.
Okay. Rachel, is Sarah the only girlfriend he's had?
No, there were many women, but he always came back to me. She meant nothing to him.
Okay. Alec, how do you feel about Sarah?
Yeah, I liked her. I didn't love her. That's why the affair didn't bother me. Anyway, Toby was a good friend of mine, and I wasn't going to let a woman come between us.
Really? How long have you known him?
I've
You're
known
halfway
him
through.
years. And ever since I've known him, he's been there for me, especially when it came to my career. We were good friends. He was a good friend of mine, no matter what he was to anybody else.
Okay. Sarah, you're quite handy with that knife.
No, an unfortunate coincidence. I
Really?
always use a knife as a letter opener. Doesn't make me a murderer, does it?
Maybe not. Okay.
You've got 1 minute, Karen.
Okay, Richard. How did you feel about him selling the company?
Well, I was angry. I mean, then who wouldn't be angry? I mean, I was standing to inherit the whole company, but you know, I'd just been through this really difficult time with my father's death, but he was always there for me. So I really did love him.
Okay. Did you really never work a day in your life?
Yes, of course I did. I'd look after the car and various things, and looked after the business. You know, I just had so many other things to do as well.
Okay. Okay, Sarah. How did you feel when
20
Toby
seconds,
dumped you? Not very nice on the phone,
I
right?
felt angry, hurt. I mean, nobody finishes with me. It's always me who finishes with them.
Oh, okay.
5 seconds.
Okay.
Last minute question, Karen, if you've got a chance.
Okay. Rachel, how did you feel about
Your time's
Toby?
up. Stop questioning, please. How did that go?
Okay, a bit confused.
I
still.
think you're a little bit tense. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I think you did really well there with that questioning. I'm going to offer you an extra clue. You can either see an
Okay.
additional video from the evening, or you can select a suspect to hear a verbal clue.
Okay, video's just going to confuse me.
Sure?
Okay, give me a clue.
Okay. The verbal clue comes from the maid. She claims that Rachel always sleeps in a separate room to Toby, particularly when they've had a disagreement. Helpful?
Yes.
How do you think you're doing?
Better.
Better?
Yes.
Let's ask the audience to see how they think you're doing. Thank you. Hello there, what's your name?
I'm Sarah.
Sarah. Hi Sarah, how are you doing?
I'm very well, thank you.
How do you think Karen's doing?
I'm very impressed with her process of elimination.
She's got a good deductive mind,
she's
hasn't she?
helping me work out who I think it could be.
And who do you think it could be?
I think I'd go for Richard.
Richard, and why Richard?
Because I think the others, it's tough. They're friends. They're not. I think the family member who stands to lose the most.
Yep.
Yes.
Agreed, as we said earlier on, it's a good motivator.
I would say so.
Good. Anything you think she's missed?
I think she's covered everything. We mentioned the gloves.
Yes?
Yeah. I think she's. I haven't seen anything that she hasn't mentioned.
And what about Sarah? She looks like she's had a few love letters in the past.
Yes, she does, but then she'll have more.
Great. Well, Karen, does that give you food for thought?
That's helpful, thank you.
Okay. I want you to hold on to all those thoughts. And if you're comfortable, we're going to move through to the elimination round.
Yes.
Let's move to round 3, please. It's crunch time now, Karen. In a moment, I'm going to ask you to eliminate 2 suspects that you think no longer need to participate in this evening's investigation. That'll leave you with 2, then you're going to give me 1 conviction.
Okay.
Let's just recap on who we have here. We met Alec earlier. Does he value wealth over a woman? Is that a strong enough motive for him to put the knife into Toby? Richard, the young pretender to the throne, denied his inheritance perhaps, but a strong enough motive to commit murder. Sarah, as we've already seen, very handy with a letter opener. A spurned lover, is that significant enough for her to kill Toby Jones? And finally, Rachel, domestic violence, possibly being frozen out of her future. Is that the last straw that broke the camel's back? Hold those thoughts, Karen, as we move through to the final elimination round. How you doing?
Okay.
Yeah?
Yes.
Good. Tricky, isn't it?
Yeah, but I think I'm getting there.
I don't know about you, but I'm feeling a little tense.
Mm-hmm.
Now I want you to give me the first of your 2 suspects you're eliminating and tell me why.
Okay. Rachel.
Rachel. Why Rachel?
Rachel, if you were going to kill Toby, you would have killed him by now. All that abuse over all those years, all those women over all those years.
I agree.
I'm so sorry for you.
Good point, Karen. Your second suspect, please, to eliminate.
Alec.
Alec.
I don't see it, Alec. Toby said he was going to look after Alec, whatever happened.
Okay.
No motive, really.
Alec's eliminated. Thank you very much, Karen. Now, it's time for you to name the suspect that you want to accuse of the murder and give me the reason for doing so.
Okay. Richard.
Richard stands accused.
Sarah, well, you know, no.
No?
She's going to have other men. She's going
Okay.
to find someone else.
Let's see if you're right, Karen. Let's see the video of who the murderer is.
Sorry. Go take this. So, what was that all about?
What was all lot about?
Well, congratulations, Karen. Let's have a
Thank
round of applause
you.
for Karen for a successful conviction. How about that?
I'm very happy. Very happy.
Well, they had me fooled all the way along. Fantastic, Karen. You'll be returning next week. You leave with
you.
£5,000.
Great.
Karen will be coming back next week. I hope you'll be coming back next week too. And just remember, when you go to bed tonight, before you turn out the light, everybody you know has a motive.